Good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Grassroots Vegan. I'm David Kelly. So, superfoods. The kind of superfoods that I would like to talk about today are not the ones that come dehydrated from very far away, not the ones that are in powder form and you buy in a package from a special store, or you have to order them online, and you usually pay a premium for them. The superfoods that I would like to talk about are the ones that are free, and they truly are super nutritionally dense, packed with all sorts of goodness, and they're available for you for free. And what am I talking about here? I'm talking about wild fruits and vegetables as well, and roots, but specifically I'm talking about wild fruits. And in Ontario, we have an abundance of different varieties of wild berries that grow throughout the warm season, beginning with strawberries. Now, you've all had strawberries from, fresh strawberries from a farm, and they taste great when they're in season. But have you ever had a wild strawberry? It's a heightened level of flavor that you just can't get from a cultivated form of strawberry. Blueberries as well. In Ontario, we have the wild blueberries of Algonquin Park. And so they come in at a certain time of the year, and you go up there and you find where they grow in abundance, and then you just go out and pick them. And Algonquin Park itself is a beautiful scenic conservation area that just the experience of going up there and going out and picking the wild blueberries in and of itself is super. That alone will give you the exercise you need, the fresh air, and just that emotional sense of well-being that you get from being with pristine nature. And then you get to eat the blueberries, and you pick them and eat them as you go. Sure, you can bag them and freeze them and have them later, but the real super experience is when you're picking them and eating them as you go, getting them in season on location. I remember many years ago, my family and I, we were up north, and we found an area of wild raspberries. And we were planning on going out somewhere for lunch, but we decided to have lunch there. We spent a good part of the afternoon just gorging on wild raspberries until we were red in the face. As a family experience, this was the best that it gets. We bonded in a way that we just wouldn't have had we been at a restaurant. And yeah, so it was fun. It was playtime. And then the nutrition from those wild raspberries, the flavor of those wild raspberries, all of that was just led to the super experience of eating those raspberries. And those raspberries, they were packed with nutrition. And that is super food. That is the real super food. Also, aside from berries, and there's crab apples as well. Now, not all crab apples are good for eating, but there is a particular kind that I found that actually grows in the park nearby where I live. And now they're very tardy. They wouldn't be for everybody's palate, but they are definitely nutrient dense. And so when they are ready to eat, I'll go out into the park and I'll pick them and I'll just eat them as I go along. Now, they're not meant, you don't want to try to get your caloric needs by eating the crab apples, because too many crab apples I don't think would be good either. It'd be maybe a little bit too sour for your system. But you just eat a nice handful of them and you feel really great afterwards. There's also wild apples. I found in certain areas in the city, in park areas where there are trails, some wild apple trees. People ignore these things, and yeah, not all the apples are perfect because they've been infested by insects, but you do find enough that you can have a pretty good meal right there, right on location. And wild apples, they're the best. They will beat any store-bought apple. So you want superfoods, and I'm sure, I don't know where you live, but I'm sure if you looked around, you would find edible foods nearby where you lived. And if you get them in season, if you go out and pick them yourself and eat them on location, that is the true superfood experience. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I keep on forgetting to ask this at the end of the videos, and it really makes me feel good when I get a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down too. At least I know I'm being noticed. But also leave comments as well. I would love to hear from you. I love getting comments, and if you have any questions, I will respond. So have a great day, and go out and get your superfoods. They're free. You don't have to, empty your bank account to buy superfoods. Take care.